7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's not funny.
It's hilarious.
I'm going to count to 10.
Okay, no, hold on. We gotta make this video. So, this is called the evolution of pro-choice, and see if you can figure out why. My kids came back from visiting with their mom today, and this is the second time that they've come back with a very specific story from her. The first time she echoed her court lies about how I threw away all of her stuff, that's why she doesn't have it and whatnot. And also that she doesn't live here anymore because I won't let her, which is stupid. Stop. But the fact is, she doesn't live here. Mom doesn't live here because she attacked me, and so she doesn't live here because she engaged in domestic violence. That is a point about the evolution of pro-choice, and here's why. That's disclosure to these kids. I think that they can understand that that's why mom doesn't live here. But here's the real disclosure. One of the biggest problems that I've had, and I'm talking to them, but I'm talking to the video because eventually they'll see it. You'll see it eventually, these kids. So, one of the biggest problems that I've had with your mom is that she took you around Grandma Patty. I wasn't allowed to go there, not today, but I meant like when you guys were very little, even before Aiden was born. She took you around, and Grandma Patty wanted both of you dead.
No, we did not go to Grandma Patty's.
Oh, today you didn't? Well, when you were born, well, for example, trade me spots, B.
Huh?
Trade spots with me.
But no, I'm not being in it.
No, you gotta be in it too. You gotta see you. You're gonna see the video. So come here. No, you can sit here with me. See? So that's one of the biggest problems that I've had with your mom is that before you were born, your mom stayed with Grandma Patty because we didn't have money. Andrea was going to be born months later because you were born early, and Andrea was going to be born, and there was a whole room in the house. Hold on, dude. There was a whole room in the house for when Andrea was born, and so when mom went to live before you were born, when mom was still pregnant with you, she didn't live in the room. You were inside mom, and mom was in. Stop me. Mom was in a converted garage without insulation. That's where she was while she was pregnant with Athena. Then she developed pregnancy-induced hypertension from the stress of a lot of stuff. I mean, it was such a mess, but that didn't help, staying in an uninsulated garage. Then you were born 3 months early, and you were a tiny little baby. The whole while when mom was staying while she was pregnant and you were staying at Grandma Patty's house, Grandma Patty was trying to convince mom to kill you. Grandma Patty wanted you dead. And that's why I don't like Grandma Patty. And that's why I used to get mad at your mom, because she would take you guys over to Grandma Patty's house. I wasn't allowed to be there, and she wanted you to die before you were born, and she wanted Aiden to die before he was born. This is the evolution of pro-choice, because the fact is that what's supposed to happen with the first wave of pro-choice is that anybody, man or woman, who chose, they're relatively unaccountable. And if they went against it, I mean, for example, her mom, Deb's mom, wanted these kids dead. And now I'm not supposed to tell them. Now they're supposed to just grow up with fond memories of Grandma Patty. We went to Grandma Patty's house, we had this, we did that. I'd rather not. I want some context there. So mom didn't listen to Grandma Patty, and mom had you instead. Mom didn't kill you because mom wanted to have you. So she had you, and then I had you. And Grandma Patty didn't want me ever to have you as a kid. And the biggest reason why is because I have Alexis and Julia. Grandma Patty thinks that I'm a bad person because I have Alexis and Julia and Caleb, your other brother. And since she thinks I'm a bad person, she didn't want me and mommy to be together, me and your mom. And so she wanted you to die and wanted Aiden to die, so then mom wouldn't have to be with me. And then mom would go to school and all this, and that you guys were too much trouble. That's why I don't like Grandma Patty. So those are reasons why mom doesn't live here, and that's why I get mad at mom, because mom's being dumb right now. She's dealing with Steve. She wants to be with Steve, and she wants to be with all these other people that tell her bad stuff and just get her to do bad things. And the worst of them is Grandma Patty, because now Grandma Patty doesn't want you to die. Now Grandma Patty likes you. But before she met you, she didn't want you ever to be around. And now she's sad that she's sad that she ever thought that, and she thinks it's a good thing it didn't happen. But at the time, to get to me, so that I wouldn't be with mom, that's what she wanted to happen with you and with Aiden. So mom and maybe even Grandma Patty are probably going to see this. So do you want to tell them something?
Yeah.
Do you want to make a funny video now so that we're not thinking about that stuff?
No, I want to do this.
Let's let Aiden do something funny. Go. Not funny enough.
That's not really funny.
Should we sing a song? Should we sing Fuzzy Fuzzy Cute? What should we sing? Fuzzy Fuzzy Cute, Cute. Fuzzy Fuzzy Cute, Fuzzy. That kind of reminds me of Aiden. He's fuzzy and cute. Actually, we should make that. Let's do fun stuff in a separate video. We'll make another video. Hold on, I'm just going to finish up this. Sit down for a second. So that is the evolution of pro-choice, where kids actually hold the advisors of their parents accountable. Grandma Patty, these kids are going to know for the rest of their lives that you wanted them dead, because it's your daughter's right to choose, and your right as a mother to give your daughter that advice. And I'm suddenly the bad guy here. Oh, he has these kids and he's putting them through this, like how sad Nina got when I said that. Eventually they're going to have to hear it. And the fact is, everything that you did is legal. You're allowed to tell Deb, oh, Russ doesn't have to know. Let's just kill his kids. What am I supposed to do? I can't do anything. You're within your legal right. But you know what? I'm within my legal right to tell these kids the kind of person you are and make you accountable for the fact that you wanted my kids dead, to get back at me. Not even to get back at me, just because I'm such a bad person for having other kids. You put the cart before the horse. Suddenly you've got bloodlust for kids. You want kids dead. Just so what? So Deb can go to school, and now she's finishing school even with kids. So don't you look stupid? Be a little introspective about this and recognize, simply, that this is the evolution of pro-choice.